Ready, start. The setting in which it is used would lend color to it and divulge the legislative intent. Full stop. In state of Gujarat versus the Board of Trustees of Port of Kandla, comma, within bracket 1979 bracket close 1 GLR 732, comma, it was observed that the vesting of property in the Board of Trustees is for the limited purpose of administration, control and management only, without the central government having divested itself of ownership. Full stop. Thus, vesting of property in a person or authority does not always mean transfer of absolute title in the property. Full stop. It was observed that mere transference of management or control of a property, when transfer of proprietary rights is not intended, the requirements of vesting is not satisfied in terms of section 10 of the Limitation Act. Full stop. Under the act under consideration, the vesting of the enemy property in the custodian is not free from encumbrances, but vesting is in accordance with the status of the property as held by the enemy, enemy subject or enemy firm prior to its vesting. Full stop. Therefore, only when enemy property vests in the custodian free from all encumbrances, it will be a transfer of ownership from the owner of such property to the custodian. Full stop. This is because under the act, custodian holds or manages the property for and on behalf of the enemy, enemy subject or enemy firm only temporarily, and there is no transfer of ownership to the custodian or the Union of India. Full stop. Hence, there is no necessity of payment of compensation to the owners of such properties. Full stop. Under section 5A of the act under consideration, when property vests in the custodian under the provision of the act, he may issue a certificate to that effect, and such certificate shall be evidence of the facts stated therein. Full stop. Further, under section 7 within bracket 1 of the act, any sum payable by way of dividend, interest, share, profits or otherwise to or for the benefit of an enemy or an enemy subject or an enemy firm shall, unless otherwise ordered by the central government, be paid by the person by whom such sum would have been payable to the custodian or such person as may be authorized by him in that behalf, and shall be held by the custodian or such person subject to the provisions of the act. Full stop. Under section 7 within bracket 3 of the act, the custodian shall, subject to section 8 of the act, can deal with any money paid to him or any property vested in him under the act in such manner as the central government may direct. Full stop. Section 8-A of the Act begins with a non-obstante clause, and it states that notwithstanding anything contained in any judgment, decree or order of any court, tribunal or other authority or any law for the time being in force, the custodian may, within such time as may be specified by the central government in this behalf, dispose of, whether by sale or otherwise, as the case may be, with prior approval of the central government, by general or special order, enemy properties vested in him immediately before the date of commencement of the Amendment Act, 2017, in accordance with the provisions of this Act, as amended by the Amendment Act, 2017. Full stop. The sale proceeds have to be deposited into the Consolidated Fund of India, and the details thereof have to be intimated to the central government. Full stop. The directions issued by the central government, by way of general or special order, which disposal of enemy property is binding upon the custodian and the buyer of the enemy properties and the other persons connected to such sale. Full stop.